Hi, I'm Heidi Convery-Liscombe. I'm a certified CliftonStrengths coach, and I go into organizations and help individuals and teams learn more about what makes them tick. So how do you communicate? How do you get things done? And how can you use that information to really have a better working experience together? The CliftonStrengths assessment was created by Gallup in an effort to help people figure out more about what makes them tick. So what are you motivated by? How do you communicate? How do you get things done? Just kind of generally how you interact with the world around you. They aren't labels. They are naturally occurring talents within all of us. And the idea is that we are not working against ourselves, but we're understanding more about what we do well and aligning those talents in our work. So once you take the assessment, there's 34 strengths altogether, and I help you learn a little bit more about those talents that are higher for you. This is really important in your own personal development, but as you work with me, we'll talk a lot about the strengths of the people around you also, so you can see the areas in which you align and maybe be able to prevent conflict or difficult situations from coming up in the future because you know that the person next to you works a little differently and has a different set of strengths than you do. Let's say you and a colleague of yours are going to do an intake. You're going to meet with a client for the first time, and you are wanting to know a little bit about their business. Maybe you have a strength like achiever, and it's really important for you to get everything on the checklist done in that meeting. So you know exactly all the questions you need to ask, and you're just ticking them off as you go. Well, it could be that your colleague that goes with you to that client office has a strength high called woo, who really loves to spend time engaging with somebody they've just met and find some commonalities between you and that person. So you're walking into the meeting thinking, checklist. Your colleague is walking into the meeting thinking, ooh, a new person, I get to connect with them. If you don't know that about one another, you could possibly leave that intake meeting frustrated. Because you as an achiever thinking like they're wasting all this time at the beginning of the meeting, just getting to know somebody when we have a checklist, right? And your colleague could be leaving the meeting going, do they not want to know the person at all? Like, get connected with them, find some sort of commonality. Both of those strengths are equally important and equally needed in that meeting. But you kind of have to understand the value of those, what you have versus what your colleague has, to know how much time to spend on both of those strengths in that particular meeting so that your productivity is great when you're leaving. You have gotten through your checklist, but you've also made a really great connection with your client. What I really love, I think, the most about CliftonStrengths is it's not asking us to be somebody that we're not. It's acknowledging what we have as individuals and that those areas that we're not strong in, somebody else is, and there's opportunity to collaborate there. So we're all doing what we do really well and using the strengths of those around us. Professional athletes, they have a coach. When they are not performing, whatever their particular sport is, they're training for it. They're doing the extra work to be better at that particular sport that they have. It's interesting in the workplace because we are constantly performing at work and sometimes find it very difficult to find time to train, to invest in ourselves, to better understand how we approach work and what motivates us. And I do think that the CliftonStrengths assessment gives you the opportunity to do that. And it doesn't have to be with another person having that conversation. It can be self-led. It can be going on and watching podcasts online and digging into content that Gallup has on their website about your strengths to better understand how you work so that you are more productive. It's putting the effort and energy into you. I do one-on-one interactions with folks. Those are not recorded, they're confidential, and it's a time where you and I can sit down and really work through some kind of issue that you feel like you need a little development on. The one-on-ones are really popular because it is uninterrupted time with another human being, which is really, we don't get very often. And some people come in and they want to talk about something really specific, like they have a specific issue they want to address. So it could be, I'm really struggling with entering my time and I'm not getting it done and I can't understand why and what my obstacle is. Or even I need to talk to my manager about something and I don't know how to approach them with that and I need a little bit of guidance. All of those are great things that we talk about in one-on-ones all the time. Part of it is your own personal development, right? And understanding your strengths and how your strengths contribute to things like these examples I'm giving. But also it's a chance for you to come in and learn about the strengths of your colleagues. If you come in and say, I want to approach my manager about my next growth opportunity, but I'm not sure how to say it, I might bring up the strengths of your manager in our individual one-on-one and say, hey, they lead with the strength of context. So giving them some background information about why this is really important to you would be great. They'll really hear you when you're talking about that and can connect with what it is that you're trying to ask. The odds of someone having your same full 34 in the same order are 1 in 478 billion. There's not another human being walking this planet or ever has walked this planet who thinks exactly like you. That's a pretty powerful message to me because no one else is going to bring your mindset, your creative thinking, your problem solving, your communication style. And we need that. We need you. You make the whole better. So I hope that you find some interest in CliftonStrengths, that you have some curiosity there to maybe hone in on the parts of you that work really well and maybe some parts that you feel like could use a little bit of work, so that we're intentionally taking our natural talents and aiming it towards the greater good.